Welcome to DeSales High School. We are here in the STEM lab, just one of the many reasons DeSales is really leading the way across Jefferson County for young men. We're going to unpack all that in just a moment, but I'm excited to introduce you to Dr. Anastasia Quirk, the principal here. TJ Cataldo, who's a history teacher, will talk to us about student government, and Aaron Donauer, a math teacher. STEM is a big thing, and I can't wait to talk to you about that. But Dr. Quirk, you know, one of the great things about DeSales that so many people do talk about is the fact that it has a really personalized education because of the class size.
Yes, yeah. So one of the greatest things about DeSales is that we know every student who comes through our door. So in the morning, I'm greeting all of them by name. They know who we are, and they also feel comfortable going to an adult in the building. 100% of our students have someone that they can turn to and go to. Beyond that, though, we also know what they like. We know what they're interested in. We know their struggles, but we also know that they're really great at certain things too. And so we can help kind of transform them based on those things and help them to grow with that. We also pull from 42 different zip codes in the Louisville and surrounding areas, and so we have a great diverse student body, and they all bring something different to the table, and so knowing them and understanding what they can bring to the table helps to make our culture really awesome here.
One thing that I do hear a lot of people talk about that have young men here is that it's such a family atmosphere, right? And that's what you really take pride on, is that when you walk through these doors, you are family.
Yeah, everyone knows everyone. And so they don't ever feel like they're out of place. We try to find something for everyone to be involved in some way for everyone to be involved. And the great thing is that if they're not, we know that too. And so we can try to find, hey, what do you want to do? And get them involved and help them grow as a man.
DeSales is Kentucky's first boys' school to be STEM accredited. Aaron, talk about what does that mean? And then how does it translate to not just one classroom, but the entire school?
So me personally, being in math, we do a lot of real world problems. Like we actually just finished up a project in Algebra 2 with creating roller coasters using the Z bases you see behind you. Being able to use the technology and bring the technology in, especially in a world where everything seems to be technology based, is teaching them past the content. It's teaching them how to use the technology, especially with the iPads in class, being able to use Google Docs where multiple people can work on one assignment at one time, or collecting data with Google Sheets. That technology piece allows it to be a lot more simplistic, which is something we as faculty actually still use today, so it is an actual real world usage for them. With the world advancing the way it is and technology constantly growing, being able to have hands-on technology with robotics or the drones or the clubs like STLP, those opportunities allow them to, one, get hands-on experience, but two, also dive in a little bit to see if it's something that they're really interested in pursuing when they leave here.
TJ, you're a history teacher, you're involved, you lead the student government here, but you all have many clubs, yes. Activities. I think there's no shortage of ways to get involved. And why is it important? You know, as these 8th graders are making their decision, when they look at DeSales, why is it important to seek those other opportunities out for involvement?
Because it gets them involved. Dr. Quirk talked about how we know all the students in the building and how they really truly form this brotherhood. And I don't even have an accurate number of clubs because it keeps growing almost weekly. It keeps growing weekly. Yeah. We just created an Ultimate Frisbee Club that one of the students came to me and says, hey, will you make this? I said, sure. So it's student driven, and if they want something, we'll find a way to make it work.
You know, DeSales is truly preparing these young men for whatever their education will be beyond this, whether it's, you know, continuing education, whether it's a career outside or college. How do you all prepare them and then offer that dual credit to help mom and dad not pay for so much, which is a bonus? Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah. So, you know, we are a college prep school, but what that means is that we want every student who wants to go on to college to be able to be fully prepared to. One of the things that we do offer are several dual credit classes, and I'm going to say those are countless because it varies year to year. Just as we are personalized in our clubs and our activities and in the classroom, we're also personalized in what we offer for dual credit. So if a student comes to us and says, hey, is there a way that I could take a science dual credit course, then we're going to look for that opportunity. A lot of our dual credits are online, and so they can be individualized. So it really varies based on the student want and needs at the time in the school. So it's really great that they have those opportunities so that they are moral, ethical, and responsible in all that they do, helping them to kind of discern how do you make those decisions and what tools do they need to do so.
One of the best ways to get to know a little bit more about DeSales High School is, of course, to talk to the students. So I'm going to introduce you to plenty of seniors and a sophomore here to learn all about the DeSales experience.
From the student to the faculty, you feel like you really do feel connected. Every day you come in here, and whether it's on a sports field or in the classroom, iron sharpens iron. So you're both growing every single day with one another and learning as it goes on.
As an architectural engineering major, I'm looking for more calculus-based classes, and DeSales offers a Calc 1 dual credit that gives me the credit for Calc 1 where I can go into college with that experience.
I do volleyball here. I'm in bowling. I did cross country last year. I'm doing a lot of intramurals, like there was ping pong last week. It's great. It's just, the opportunities here are insane. It's just great.
The STEM programs and how they integrate STEM, was that your main draw to come here?
It was one of my biggest draws, of course, because I love technology. I love that I can do so many things with it, and as soon as I saw it, I saw that sounds perfect for me.
The drones, the robots, the coding, a group of my friends and I, we went to a teacher and we found a passion that we wanted to talk about and wanted to experience, so now we have a club.
DeSales High School's open house is coming up November the 20th. To learn more information to schedule a shadow, all you have to do is go to DeSalesHighSchool.com.